Hi everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about a type of cell division, that is meiosis, and we are going to focus on the stages of the meiosis. Meiosis basically that includes in the reductional division. That means chromosome numbers becomes half. For example, if the parent cell has a 2 number of chromosomes, at the end of the meiosis it is reduced into n number of chromosomes in the daughter cell. In meiosis, one cell is divided into 4 daughter cells at the end of the division. It always happens in the reproductive cell. Meiosis is divided into two different stages, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Meiosis 1 has different phases, prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1. Meiosis 1 always starts with the karyokinesis and ends with the cytokinesis. Among these 4 phases of the meiosis 1, prophase 1 is the longest phase and it consists of different stages like leptotin, zygotin, pachytin, diplotin and dikinesis. When we talk about meiosis 1, the actual reduction happens over there only. As a result of the meiosis 1, we can get 2 haploid daughter cells. Let's talk about meiosis 2. Meiosis 2 consists of different phases like prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2 and telophase 2. Again in meiosis 2 also, it starts with the karyokinesis 2 and ends with the cytokinesis 2. Meiosis same as that of the mitosis. As a result of meiosis 2, we can get 4 daughter cells. So now we are going to observe that the cell structure at the end of the interphase before we are moving on to that meiosis 1. So now you could observe that here nucleolus and here nuclear membrane and then centrioles, chromatin material. Now we are entering into that the meiosis 1. In the meiosis, the very first phase is prophase 1. As we have discussed, the prophase 1 has different stages like leptotin, zygotin, pachytin, diplotin and dikinesis. Now we are looking into that the leptotin. Let's see what is going to happen in the leptotin stage. Leptotin is otherwise called as a leptonema. Lepto means a thin, nema means a thread. Here actually the chromatin materials undergoes a condensation process. After the condensation, the chromatin materials becomes a thin thread-like structure that is called as chromosomes. The next one, zygotin. Zygotin is otherwise called as zygonema. Zygo means pair, nema means a thread. Here the chromosomes get arranged in a pair side by side and they form that the pair of the chromosomes, that is called as what? Bivalent. We can call them as bivalent, a synapses or homologous pair of chromosomes. When we talk about other structure in the zygotin stage, there is a nucleolus and nuclear membrane is here and centrioles are also there. Let's move on to the pachytin stage. Pachytin stage is otherwise called as pachynema. Pachy means thick, nema means a thread. Here there will be the overlapping of non-sister chromatids. So here the yellow color is the sister chromatids and the orange color is the sister chromatids. If both of them, if yellow and orange, it's called as a non-sister chromatids. So here what happens means the non-sister chromatids are crossing over each other. The point where the non-sister chromatids are crossing over, that is called as what? Chiasmata. Crossing over, it's very important step in meiosis 1. In this pachytin stage results in variation and evolution where there is an exchange of the genetic material. Let's move on to the diplotin stage. Again diplotin we can call it as a diplonema. Diplo means 2, nema means a thread. Here what happens, the non-sister chromatids are started to move away from each other. That process is called as a repulsion. But even though they are started to move away from each other, but they are attached at the tip. Here there will be the disappearance of nuclear membrane as well as nucleolus. Again, the centrioles are giving rise to the astroids, and they are connected with the spindle fibers. These spindle fibers are pushing the centrioles towards the poles of the cells. Next, to move on to the diakinesis. In diakinesis, the nuclear membrane and the nucleolus disappears, and there will be the ending for the crossing over of non-sister chromatids. So there is no crossing over takes place among the non-sister chromatids, but still they are attached to very little at the tip. And here again, the centrioles giving rise to astroids, and they are attached with the spindle fibers. They are the ones pushing the centrioles towards the poles of the cell. So here you could see that the diagram. The next one, we are moving on to metaphase 1. Metaphase 1, in both the chromosomes are arranged in the equatorial plate, and the chromosomes are very thick in nature. That makes that to study that the morphology of the chromosomes very clearly in this stage. Let's move on to that anaphase 1. In anaphase 1, there will be the dysfunction of the chromosomes takes place. The two chromosomes are separate from each other. They started to move towards the opposite poles. The chromosomal fibers pull it towards, the chromosomal fibers are the ones pull it towards the opposite poles. Here only the chromosome numbers reduced into half. Now we are moving on to diakinesis. Here there will be the formation of nuclear membrane as well as a nucleolus. They reappears. The spindle fibers disappears in this stage. The chromosomes recoil and form the chromatin material. That is very, very important in this stage. Next one, cytokinesis. Here I have given that the example of that animal cell. There will be the furrow formation here. You could see that the furrow formation. They are pushing from outside to inside, and the constriction happens in the centriopetal manner. So at the end, we can get that 2 haploid number of daughter cells. So meiosis 2 is same as that of the mitosis only. In between meiosis 1 and meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, there will be the resting phase that is called as interkinesis. Now we are moving on to the prophase, meiosis 2. What are the phases included into it? Prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2, telophase 2. And this meiosis 2 is same as that of the mitosis. In prophase 2, you could see that there will be the disappearance of nucleolus and nuclear membrane, and the centrioles are giving rise the astroids, and they are connected with the help of the spindle fibers, and the chromatin materials undergoes condensation and becomes chromosomes here. And in metaphase 2 stage, the chromosomes are arranged in the equatorial plate with the help of the centromeres. That is called as a metaphase plate. The next one we are going to talk about anaphase 2. Anaphase 2, it is the shortest phase, and here the chromosomes are break from the centromeres and they started to push towards the opposite poles of the cells. And the next one we are going to talk about telophase 2. In the telophase 2, again there will be the reappearance of a nucleolus as well as nuclear membrane, and the spindle fibers are started to disappear. Here you can see that they started to disappear, and even the chromatin materials are recoil. Again they recoil and form the chromatin materials. Again, cytokinesis 2, what happens? There will be the furrow formation from outside to inside. The constriction happens in the centropetal manner and it divides into 4 dotted cells. This is the end of the meiosis 2. So thank you children. The next class we are going to discuss about another important topic.